How's it going, everybody? Crusader here. Just thought I'd make a quick video to let you guys know about some things I'm noticing with the banks as far as lending is concerned during this time of crisis. The banks seem to be real anxious to give loans to people that are secured loans. But when it comes to unsecured, that's looking to be like a different story. The banks aren't stupid. And the banks know that a lot of people are out of work. You got to think of all the industries that have been hit by this. Service industry, travel. I mean, the list goes on and on. All these people now can't go to work or lost their jobs. And they're still got to try to make ends meet. They still got to buy food. They still got to make their rent or mortgage. They still got to pay for their necessities and needs. So what do you think's happening? People are starting to apply for loans and credit and things like that. Now, as of right now, I think that you can still get loans and unsecured, lines of credit. But if this continues, I'm willing to bet anything that that's going to stop, because the banks can't, loan a bunch of money to people that they know can't pay them back. So if you're thinking of doing something, now's the time, not later. Because who knows what's going to happen. And hey, maybe this will all work out. Maybe in a couple weeks, this will all be done and old news. Hey, I hope so. But it never hurts to prepare for the worst. What's the old saying? Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. So I would definitely recommend, if you're going to be doing something, to do it now. If you're planning on taking money off of a credit card, to have cash or getting a loan or something, I recommend doing it sooner than later, because we don't know what the future is going to bring. And also think of it this way: if you take the money off, you don't have to spend it. If everything works out, just put it back. I mean, you may be, you're going to have to probably pay the origination fees or the balance transfer fees, but in the end, I mean, it's a small price to pay for peace of mind. I definitely, would recommend doing that. I am personally moving things around and making strategies in order to deal with this thing in case the worst happens, because again, we don't know. The president seems to be working his ass off and, coming up with anything he can in order to alleviate this crisis. And I believe that, the treatment that he was talking about, that looks promising. I know they're already doing trials with that right now in New York. And if that seems to work out, I know that could be a game changer. They haven't, said anything about it yet, but I know right now that that's being studied and they're doing trials on it to try to figure out if that was hydroxychlorophide or whatever. I don't know how to, say it, but hydroxychloro something, I don't know, but whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So, that hopefully that's going to work out, so people who get this disease, this virus, will be able to ride it out and make a recovery. Now, there's one thing I'd like to let you guys know. I'm not a medical doctor, but I do know about health and personal fitness. And one thing that I swear by is zinc. Taking supplements as far as immune boosters and things like that. Hey, I mean, they can't hurt you. The only thing they can do is help. So I personally, I'm trying to, make sure that I take immune boosters and vitamins that could help me, because, who knows? If I do catch the disease, it may make things better, or make it so I don't have as many symptoms. It's one of those things that, hey, it can't hurt. So I would definitely recommend taking a zinc supplement. And it's like, the way the media works, it's like once somebody once somebody says something works or whatever, then everybody rushes. It's like a mob mentality. So, if you're thinking about getting something like that, I'd try to get some supplements right now, because just like toilet paper, it may be impossible to get, supplements or anything that, that people say may help aid against this thing. So, hey, it's just some knowledge I wanted to hit you guys with. I hope you guys are hanging in there. And, you guys, there's not too much tension inside the house. I know that there's a lot of strain on couples because they're all cooped up. And it's definitely, these are trying times, to say the least. A neighbor of mine, he told me that in 9 months there's going to be two things. There's going to be a lot of divorces and a lot of babies. So hey, you know what I'm talking about. Makes sense to me. So it's try to get out of the house, try to fight depression, try to do something to alleviate being cooped up, because I know this is definitely taking its toll on everybody, but I'm confident that this is going to end and we're going to be able to get back to life as we know it. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Crusader out.